Is there any one word I could use to describe that?
Music. Is there any one word I could use to describe that? Each year Britain's Got Talent discovers extraordinary talents opening doors that change their lives forever, but not everyone's journey is paved with roses. Are you all right? Yes, no, you're all left. Malakai Bayoh, a prodigy with a voice that touches hearts, stepped onto the dazzling stage unaware of the storms that awaited. Music, applause. In behind the spotlight, silent controversies loomed. Could they determine the fate of this young starlet? Explore Malakai's extraordinary journey where talent and challenge intertwined to create an unforgettable story. A talent from childhood. Malakai Bayoh was born in 2010 London, a vibrant city where cultures blend and opportunities abound for those with talent and determination. Coming from a humble family, he was introduced to music at an early age, something that would shape his destiny in ways no one could have predicted. From a young age, Malakai displayed an exceptional musical gift. His parents, originally from Sierra Leone, had migrated to the UK in search of a brighter future. They brought with them a rich cultural heritage, including a deep passion for music and a performing arts, a flame that was passed down to Malakai from his earliest years. His home was always filled with classical and contemporary melodies, naturally fostering his love for music. Encouraged by his mother, Malakai joined the choir at St. George's Church in Sook, London at just 7 years old, but this was no ordinary choir. Under the guidance of conductor Scott Price, his innate talent began to flourish there. Malakai not only learned vocal techniques, but also discovered the profound power of music, its ability to convey emotions that words often fail to express. Is the beyond honing his voice, the choir instilled in Malakai values of teamwork, perseverance, and discipline. The rigorous training and public performances helped him build confidence, preparing him for even grander stages in the future. The first turning point in Malakai's journey came unexpectedly during a Christmas event at his school. Chosen as a soloist, the performed O Holy Night, leaving teachers and classmates in stunned silence. That moment unlocked a new path for him. A video of the performance quickly went viral, garnering millions of views. This sudden recognition became a significant milestone, propelling Malakai toward dreams greater than he had ever imagined. Encouraged by the overwhelming response, his family decided to take a step forward. In 2022, Malakai auditioned for Britain's Got Talent, not just to showcase his talent but also to challenge himself on one of the UK's most prestigious stages. Years of musical immersion, unwavering family support, and a burning passion for singing had led him to this music moment. For Malakai, Britain's Got Talent was more than just a competition. It was an opportunity to share his voice with the world. Every note he sang carried the hopes and dreams of a London boy. Ready step into the spotlight with a strong foundation and a heart full of passion. He was prepared to embrace the stage now. It was only a matter of time before his moment to shine arrived. Let's witness that moment together. The defining moment on Britain's Got Talent. On audition day, Malakai Bayoh carried a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. By his side were his loved ones, his mother, his most devoted supporter, and his sister, who had always encouraged him at every step. Backstage buzzed with energy as contestants eagerly prepared for their moment. Tashin, as Malakai stepped onto the stage, the murmurs in the audience faded, replaced by a sense of anticipation. He faced the panel judges Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon, and Brynna Tinoli, and introduced himself with a confidence rarely seen in a 13-year-old. It chose to perform Pausa by Sarah Brightman, a challenging piece that demanded not only exceptional vocal technique, but also deep emotional expression. From the very first notes, the room fell silent, captivated by the purity, strength, and emotion in Malakai's voice as he reached the high notes. With grace and precision, the audience seemed to hold their breath when the final note rang out. The entire room erupted into thunderous applause, with many rising to their feet. Innovation. The judges exchanged astonished glances. Simon Cowell, known for his tough critiques, was the first to speak. He not only praised Malakai's incredible voice but also admired his courage in choosing such a difficult song and delivering it flawlessly. Amanda Holden highlighted the unique emotional connection he conveyed through each lyric, and then the defining moment arrived. Simon Cowell reached for the golden buzzer. As he pressed it, shimmering gold confetti rained down across the stage, signaling that Malakai would go straight to the live shows, more than just a ticket to the next round. This golden buzz was a validation of his talent and the beginning of a promising new journey. Backstage, Malakai burst into tears in the embrace of his family. He had not only made a powerful impression on the judges and audience but had also officially set foot on the path to turning his dreams into reality. This audition was not merely a performance, it was the start of a new chapter, one filled with opportunities and challenges. Winning the Golden Buzzer meant that Malakai was no longer just another contestant, he had become a top contender, but with glory came immense pressure. For the semi-finals, Malachikos to perform Omo Babino Caro by Jopini, a song that required refined vocal technique and deep emotional expression. It was a daring choice for a young singer, but also an opportunity for him to showcase the maturity in his voice. He entered an intense period of training like never before. Hours were dedicated to refining his voice, with vocal coaches helping him master the technical challenges of opera beyond breath control and range expansion. Malakai delved into the profound emotions embedded in every note. His schedule became increasingly packed with vocal rehearsals, stage run-through and sessions with performance experts. A stage coach worked with him to tune his presence, ensuring every gesture and expression resonated with the audience. As the semi-finals approached, Malachi was ready to command the stage once more and take another step toward becoming a true star. His semi-final performance was a testament to his hard work and dedication. Omo Babino Caro not only demanded exceptional vocal control but also required a delicate emotional delivery, capturing the desperate plea of a daughter to her father. As he finished the final note, the audience erupted in thunderous applause. The judges couldn't hide their admiration. Alicia Dixon was especially impressed by how Malakai connected with the audience, making them not just listen but truly feel every word he sang. Yet just as the spotlight shone brightest, a heartbreaking tragedy struck, testing Malakai's resilience like never before. On the eve of the finals, he faced an immense personal loss. His grandmother, who had followed every step of his journey, passed away. Facing the finals through heartbreak, the devastating news came on a chilly morning, a stark contrast to the warmth his grandmother had always brought into Malakai's life. She had been by his side during practice, encouraging him through difficult moments, and was always proud of his talent. Her passing was a deep shock that shook his entire world. At a time when he felt like he might break, he found strength in his family, mentors, and friends from a show. They not only comforted him, but reminded him that his grandmother had always been proud of his achievements, and would have wanted him to keep moving forward. This tragedy, though painful, pushed Malakai to reach a new level of artistry. Where a young talent was ready to win over the nation, Malakai chose Ness and Dorma, the legendary aria from Pundit by Pini, a bold selection. This piece not only required a wide vocal range and impeccable technique, but also demanded a powerful emotional core to convey its message of triumph against all odds. That very spirit had carried Malakai to this moment. As the stage curtains slowly lifted, Malakai emerged in a sleek black tux, CTO exuding the poise of a true opera performer. The moment he began singing, it was clear that this was more than just a performance. His voice, strong, unwavering, and filled with emotion, resonated throughout the auditorium, soaring through the high notes with stunning clarity and power. As he reached the climax, his passion and determination were more evident than ever. Malachi wasn't just singing, he was telling a story with his whole heart. And then Thena's the final note dissolved into the air, and absolute silence enveloped the room before the entire auditorium erupted into thunderous applause. Many in the audience rose to their feet in ovation, while some couldn't hold back their tears, overwhelmed by the emotions Malakai had evoked. It was not just flawless technique, but the power of a soul that had known pain, love, and the ability to transform loss into art. The judges, who had witnessed Malakai's journey from the very beginning, could not hide their admiration. Simon Cowell, known for his sharp critiques, began his remarks with an unusual tone of reverence. Malakai, this was not just a performance, this was a statement. You did just prove you have an incredible voice. You show that you have the heart and soul to bring life to a piece as complex as this. Absolutely outstanding. Alicia Dixon nodded, her eyes shining. You have grown tremendously since the first day you stepped onto this stage tonight. You didn't just perform, you truly connected with every person in this room. You sang with all your heart and strength. Simply spectacular. Bruno Tonala, with his characteristic enthusiasm, could contain his excitement. This was a world-class performance. Malakai, the presence, the emotion, the technique, everything came together. You are a shining star, and regardless of tonight's outcome, your future is undeniably bright. Amanda Holden, who had followed Malakai's journey with deep compassion, spoke with emotion. Malakai, you have faced challenges no one should have to endure at your age, but you have overcome them with remarkable grace and resilience. Tonight you sang with your soul, and witnessing that was an absolute privilege. As the Judges shared their thoughts. Everyone in the room understood that Malakai had not only met the high expectations set for him in the final, he had far surpassed them. He was no longer just an exceptional contestant, he had cemented himself as one of the most unforgettable young artists in Britain's Got Talent history. Regardless of the competition's outcome, one thing had become undeniably clear: Malakai Bayoh had not only conquered the stage, he had touched the hearts of millions, and ultimately that was the greatest victory an artist could achieve. A new beginning after Britain's Got Talent. Malakai Bayoh's grand final performance did not just mark the end of a journey, it signaled the beginning of a promising new chapter. What lay ahead for this extraordinary young talent? After Britain's Got Talent, the world was eager to follow his next steps in the realm of classical music. Following his deeply emotional journey in the show, Malakai's career did not just continue, it soared. His exceptional talent caught the attention of Universal Music, and immediately after the final, he officially signed a recording contract with a prestigious label. This milestone marked his professional entry into the classical music industry. That autumn, Malakai released his debut album Goldine, a collection of classical pieces blended with contemporary songs showcasing his artistic range and depth. Notably, the album featured collaborations with two legendary musicians, Sir Carl Jenkins and Andrew Lloyd Webber, both of whom had taken a special interest in Malakai's artistic development. Upon its release, Goldine was met with widespread critical acclaim, praised for the maturity and emotional depth Malakai infused into every note. The album quickly topped the official classical music charts and achieved an impressive ranking on the Scottish album charts, solidifying his status as a rising star in the classical music world. The success of Goldine opened doors to major performance opportunities. Malakai made his debut at the Royal Albert Hall performing selections from the album alongside a full symphony orchestra. The event was broadcast live, allowing him to captivate millions more and further establish his reputation as a promising young opera singer. Beyond that, Malakai continued to grace the stages of major music festivals across Europe. Despite being the youngest performer in many of these prestigious events, he left a lasting impact alongside seasoned veterans. His success carried significance beyond personal achievement, it made waves in the classical music industry. Malakai became an inspiration for many young musicians, radiating interest in a genre traditionally dominated by older artists. Music schools and youth orchestras reported a surge in enrollment, with many aspiring musicians citing Malakai's performances as the spark that fueled their passion for classical music. His name frequently emerged in discussions about the role of young talent in the arts and the importance of nurturing musical prodigies from an early age. Notably focusing on his personal career, Malakai is also actively involved in community outreach programs, collaborating with music education organizations to host workshops and classes for young singers exploring their potential. He consistently emphasizes the importance of perseverance, education, and passion for music. Every song I form carries a part of my story and my heart. Malakai shared in an interview he believes that personal experiences, whether joyful or painful, enriches artistry. One of the most important lessons Malakai has earned from his journey is staying true to his identity in an industry shaped by trends and commercial pressures. He aspires not only to be a talented artist but also to become a symbol of sincerity and depth in music. From a promising contestant on Britain's Got Talent to a recognized classical singer on the international stage, Malakai Bayoh's journey is a testament to talent, perseverance, and the unifying power of music. With a rising career and growing influence, he is not only solidifying his place in the industry but also paving the way for the next generation of young artists. These values have become guiding principles in Malakai's musical journey, allowing him to shine not only on stage but also in preserving and sharing the artistic legacy he holds dear. Continuing the journey and musical legacy. Looking ahead, Malakai's ambitions extend beyond his singing career. He hopes to use his platform to advocate for music education, particularly for children in underprivileged communities. One of his greatest dreams is to establish a music school where young talents can pursue their passion without financial barriers. I believe that any child who loves music deserves the opportunity to follow it, Malakai affirmed, expressing his commitment to giving back to the community that has always supported him. Vocal coaches and mentors have high expectations for Malakai, recognizing the rare combination of technical mastery and emotional depth that makes him stand out in the classical music world. Malakai is not just an exceptional voice, he is a storyteller. He doesn't just sing, he makes the audience feel every word his coach shared during an advanced class. Beyond his success on stage, Malakai is also expanding his musical horizons. He has expressed a desire to explore different styles, even composing his own pieces to create works that bear his unique imprint, he is also eager to collaborate with artists from various genres, hoping to create innovative musical fusions that reach a broader audience. Malakai's family, especially his mother, takes pride not only in his achievements, but also in the person he is becoming. Watching him grow with kindness and humility despite all the attention he receives makes me prouder than any award. She shared in an interview he remains deeply grateful to his family, particularly his mother and late grandmother, who instilled in him a love for art beyond fleeting fame. My family always